Hey, hello and welcome to an inspiration pop up of a wonderful week. How are you, my dear Bridget? How has your week started?
Good. It's cold. It's cold here. It's very cold in Cape Town at the moment.
It's becoming winter. Not yet.
Yeah. No. It is for sure. Yeah. It's cold.
Okay, so then we have a good warming subject for today because so many people ask us, how can I change your life? And how can I change my life? And that's why we are talking today again about how to change your life, that time from a different angle. So, what is
Yeah.
your first hint what people can do if they want to really do a shift?
Thing is, we always talk about comfort zone, and I and
Mm.
I and I think that comfort zone can be something that can be unpacked. And I was actually unpacking this on the weekend and saying, what is my comfort zone and what is your comfort zone and what do you extend out of that? Because you look at various things you do in your life and you think, oh, okay, well, am I out of my comfort zone? You kind of, and then you've got to kind of figure out what it means to you, because for everyone it's different. It could be something physical, it could be mental, it could be emotional, it could be, but it's that extending yourself, which actually just makes your life that much more exciting. Because if you always stay in that safe zone, then you never get that same feeling of kind of push that you
Right.
would get. And especially if you work for yourself, because it's very easy to get into that kind of safe place. Whereas I think if you're maybe working in a company, maybe you've got to be pushed to work your way up or whatever the case is.
Yeah, and
So
as well, like the comfort zone is where you feel comfort because you know it, no? But it doesn't really challenge you or gives you a lively experience sometimes. So that's the thing. If you get out of your comfort zone and extend it, you learn a lot and then you grow as well. And it can be that it shrinks a bit, but then it doesn't shrink at the very last comfort zone. So it's a bit bigger. So you extend it and it becomes your new comfort zone, and then you can challenge yourself again. And that's the secret of changing as well, I feel.
I think so, but also it's about pinpointing it, because as I was saying, like when I was thinking about my own life, I was thinking, well, where do I actually kind of, and where do I do that? For some people it's doing videos. It isn't. I've been doing them for years now, so it's not that. So
For me
it's
neither.
yeah, exactly. So that's not an example in our case, but in our case it could be. So I was actually thinking in my case, what it is for me is about vulnerability. And what I realize in line with vulnerability is actually doing these retreats, because that's putting myself out there, trying to create something that I really believe in, I'm very passionate about, and being vulnerable in wanting to create that. Because I don't know people's responses. I don't know if people are going to come or they're not going to come, or they're going to like it or they're not. But that for me is quite vulnerable. So I realized that for me is getting out of my comfort zone. So I don't know what it is for you.
Yeah, yeah, same thing. Also being vulnerable in relationship to men or to, yeah, so this is also a thing, no? Because I look quite strong, so then sometimes really to step back bit backwards and say, okay, let it go and go with the flow, with the moment, because I plan a lot, German structured. No? And it is something you can't plan. So being vulnerable, being very soft, and this is for me also a big challenge. No? And the other thing is as well, where as if you do this, if you expose yourself to the world, then you change somehow, and it gives you like bigger ups and downs, no? Because if before it's perhaps like this, and then you make a decision and you say, okay, difficult, and then you get perhaps, I don't know, hurt it or get big deception or whatever, but then there's another high, no? And then it's really lively.
Well, I think it's a fear, learn, grow. That's what it is to me, from a comfort zone. It's first going into it being fearful about it, and then it's learning, and then hopefully from that you will grow.
Right.
Anyway, let's
Yeah.
move on to the next one. So the next one is about challenging assumptions. It's so easy to have an assumption, like we were saying earlier, that for us doing these now is not a big thing, whereas for somebody else that could be. Whereas being vulnerable for both of us is hard. Whereas for somebody else, they might think, well, that's, so I think challenging whatever assumptions you have is very, very important, because you go out of, you judge, you're less self-critical and you're less judgmental.
Yeah, right. And also that you just through that you find your truth, means that you really know what you want, no? Because if you compare yourself to many people or to other people in the same business or in the same partnership stuff or stuff like that, then it's always difficult to find your truth, no? Because you're always comparing, and that's the thing where you get clarity about yourself. And also next thing is change your language, no? That's a mighty one.
So around the language, that for me, when I look at that, something that really comes to my mind is, yes, I do mindset coaching, and yes, I work part-time at Say Yes. And my big dream is to have a retreat, a place where people come to shift their mindset to live a healthier lifestyle. So that for me is about changing the language. It's not just I'm a consultant, I'm a salesperson, I'm an accountant, or whatever you are, but it's changing your language for the bigger of what it is that you are giving.
That for the bigger, and also like really be careful which words you use, no? Also like positive words, like is it a challenge or is it a new chance, or no? So this makes a really big difference how you feel as well, and how you go forward as well with that, right?
Yeah.
That next one.
So the next one is about small decisions with the head, big decisions with the heart. So say, for example, you're in a job and you're getting really, really good money, and it's very enticing to stay there because the money is great, but actually your heart's not in it and you'd rather be doing something else. That would be the perfect opportunity, if you can, to rather do something else.
Right. And as well, what positive impact can we make? Because if we do an impact, something that is bigger than us, like that with your work, you want to create something like a social project or a healthy project, like you with your retreat, that is giving so much sense to your life, that makes a change much, much easier, and gives you a direction as well. Because if not, then your vision is perhaps too small, or you don't know where to go, no?
And even if it's not part of your job, but just maybe on a part-time, do something that is for the betterment of mankind, or something else bigger than yourself.
Right. Yeah. So if you want to change your life, and if you want to work with us or come to a retreat in Cape Town, if you're based in Cape Town, when is the next one, my dear?
This Saturday.
Oh, wow.
10 till 1.
Okay, wonderful. So in Ord Bay. So you can send a message to Bridget if you want to take part of it. If you're on the other side of the world, I am having with another colleague also a nice seminar, how to be flabbergasted about your life in Mallorca. So it starts on Wednesday until Sunday, and we are happy to have people there as well who are spontaneous. Have a wonderful week.
Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.